I brought you the video yesterday about the lady that was horrifically stabbed to death in broad daylight in Maida Vale, and of the passing driver that ran over the assailant in an attempt to save the woman's life. Well, as you know, he was arrested for murder or suspicion of murder, and the assailant died at the scene. Well, his family have turned around and said something very specific: give the guy a medal. How do everybody? Welcome back to the channel for a Wednesday. Hope you're doing all right. I'm not too bad myself. Hope your day's gone okay, by the way, and let me know what you've been up to. Well, Maida Vale. Horrific, wasn't it? Lady gets set upon, stabbed to death, outside in broad daylight. No one could stop it. Passerby runs him over. Job done. Unfortunately, it was too late for her, and my sympathies to the family. Well, more has come out in the news since. It wasn't just a random knife attack, it was her ex-husband. After they split, he'd been stalking and harassing her constantly over a period of 3 years. Absolutely disgraceful, and despite a stalking prevention order in place, it still carried on and culminated in her death, as we all know via the news. A complete and utter failure in the system. Her family are obviously and understandably up in arms, saying more should have been done to help her, and this guy should have been taken off the street, particularly, with the manner of which she met her demise, completely and utterly horrific. Well, the other thing they said is the guy that hit the bloke with a car to try and stop it from happening deserves a medal, and I'm afraid I agree with that. It was a once in a lifetime, one in a million moment. He had to make a choice purely by instinct, and he took it. He aimed his car at the guy and went for it, and we know what happened next. Well, he was arrested on suspicion of murder, which I suppose by the letter of the law that has to happen. But I've since learned that he's been let out on bail and supposed to report back in March. Now, if this does go to trial and trial by jury, I hope that no court in the land convicts this guy of anything other than trying to do the right thing, because not only did he try to save the woman, he's got to live the fact for the rest of his life. He tried and failed, and not only that, it did cost somebody their life, even though it's an evil monster. So I think the guy needs patting on the back, given a medal, and left to live the rest of his life. Don't you? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And again, my deepest sympathies to the family. Awful, tragic events that could have probably been prevented if the services that are there to look after us actually did their job properly. But that's another story for another time. Toodaloo.